Here's what's happening right now on The Scene. South Africa's own Phumzile Sithole stars in Orange is the New Black.
Brad Pitt smiles at a girl.
Charlize is a woman in Hollywood.
And wedding basher Zola Nene has a brand new cookbook out.
But first, Lady Gaga is engaged again.
Mazel tov. But what do you mean, again?
Remember, she was most engaged to that Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med leading man Taylor Kinney back in 2015. That fell apart because they were both too busy chasing their careers, but this new guy has an office job apparently. He's a Hollywood talent agent whose high-profile clients include Margot Robbie, Johnny Depp, and Keira Knightley.
So let's see the ring?
It's a pink sapphire of about 6 or 7 carats, the experts say, and they reckon it's worth about $400,000. She's been wearing it since the Grammy Awards back in January already.
Ooh, well done, Gaga.
Huzzah!
I see the Brits have made another series of Vanity Fair.
What are we talking about now? Are they turning Vanity Fair magazine into a TV show now?
No, Vanity Fair, the classic English novel set during the Napoleonic Wars. It follows the fortunes of a Miss Becky Sharp, who is a lowly-born orphan who ruthlessly claws her way up in life through the ranks of English high society.
So the Meghan Markle story then?
Oh, burn.
Nope, you're right, that was harsh. The Duchess of Sussex is a lovely woman and a tireless campaigner for women's rights from her office at the palace.
Ah, well, anyway, poor Becky Sharp didn't have any such option. Back in her day, women had no other way of improving their lot in life other than to marry well.
Becky, if you think that because you are clever, society will overlook your low birth...
I do, yes, why not?
Then I fear the real world will come as a dreadful shock to you.
So, plucky Becky heads to the Big Smoke up in London town with her BFF Amelia and tries to improve her situation the only way she can.
When you find the right man,
He'll have lots of money or he won't be the right man.
And then she lives happily ever after with her rich husband, like Meghan.
You are kind of... You're kind at heart, sir.
Oh, heavens, no. It's a 7-part series, so it won't be that simple. The novel was originally published as a monthly serial back in the 1880s, so it's like a Victorian version of a soap opera, basically. On Thursdays at 11, loads of fun for all of us costume drama fans.
I'm Zola Nene, and you're watching The Scene.
Mnet viewers are just now getting to know the newest wedding basher, Zola Nene, but we were at the launch of her new cookbook, Simply Zola, recently, and all the friends and family and colleagues who had gathered there in their hordes to sip champagne and support her could not stop singing her praises.
It's so amazing that so many people came out to support her. She is amazing, and hence I believe that's why the book's amazing. And the turn-up just shows that she's got a lot of support and a lot of people behind, which is amazing.
Zola's humble, she's super talented, and has a spark that it just keeps coming,
Everyone loves Zola, and I think it's clear to see by the amount of people that came through, the amount of people that are buying her cookbook, and also asking her to sign it and take photographs. So Zola is certainly very, very loved.
Zola being on Wedding Bashers has taken the show from here to here. She's added such a beautiful element to the show. I think I saw an article where they were saying, which of the Wedding Bashers are you? Where you kind of have to put your personality with them. I think everybody wants to be Zola.
I've always loved weddings, so to be able to go to weddings as a job is so great.
I'm sure, especially with that crazy Denise Zimba.
I've never in my life met someone like her, so to be able to work with her and actually experience that energy for myself was amazing. And yes, she is that crazy in real life. Yeah.
Gracias, señorita, señor.
They're not Spanish, they're Polish.
But what about the book, though?
Oh, you should totally get it. It has a whole chapter just about meals for one.
Oh, ha, ha.
So the second book, Simply Zola, unlike the first book, which was more my journey, chronicling my journey from where it started to the point at which it was, this one focuses more on me. So the type of food that I'm eating at the moment, when I was writing the book, I went through a single period. So I wrote a chapter for dinners for one because I realized how difficult it was to cook for just one person. Yeah, so this book is just like my food philosophy philosophy is keep food simple, keep food not so intimidating. So that book does exactly that. So all the recipes are very simple to recreate. And if you page through the book, the food looks beautiful. And if you make it at home, it'll look just as beautiful.
Yo, but this woman is a powerhouse, huh? She should have her own show.
Funny you should mention that.
Gosh, what's next for me? Hopefully more books. Wedding Bashes, of course, I love, and I hope that we do another season. And of course, what's next for me is my own show. So yeah, I'll be filming my own cooking show very soon. And yeah, I hope that people love that, and it's a success.
Oh, Orange is the New Black is finally back.
Yeah, it's been a long wait, but we finally get to find out what happened after that SWAT team broke up that Litchfield prison riot at the end of season 5.
There's the story, then there's the other story, and then there's the up until story, and then there's the after story. There's the time up story.
So Piscatella didn't make it shame.
I doubt anyone will miss him.
Yeah, but now they're framing the girls for his death.
Turn it around. It's got to look like he was facing off with them.
The girls are in for some hard time this season after that little prison riot. Guards don't look kindly on that sort of thing for the most part.
Your team killed 2 players on mine. So when you want to act all surprised when you get your ass beat, what did you think was going to happen?
The girls have all been split up following the riot, and as Daya explains, their cushy days of minimum security are over.
They only brought a few of us in here. We're the focus group. They're going to focus on blaming our for the riots.
Meanwhile, Alex is missing and Piper can't stop annoying everyone about it.
Everybody probably got shipped out to other prisons. Ain't none of us ever going back to minimum.
Do you think that Alex got shipped out?
Oh, you're like a broken record. I don't know where your freaking girlfriend is. Is that all you could think about?
And with our girls now spread out over several different prisons, we're also meeting all sorts of new characters, including South African actress Phumzile Sithole. Remember?
Oh, her name is Antoinetta Akers-Kersen. And yeah, she's just one of the new prison mates that the team and the cast meet when they go to Max. So that's all I can say for now. I feel like you'd have to watch and see more of her.
Pumzi will make her first appearance next week in episode 2.
So that's something to look forward to.
Can I watch TV now? Nope. May I watch TV now?
But would you look at our Benoni bombshell over here on the cover of Elle magazine in America, flashing some cleavage as their Woman in Hollywood edition cover girl.
Sure.
One wit in her Instagram comments noted that she's contributing to global warming with that cover.
Yes, I'm sure. In fact, it's getting rather hot in here right now.
Charlize was honored by Elle Magazine US in their 25th annual Women in Hollywood celebration this year, along with Lady Gaga, who said in her speech that she chose this Marc Jacobs pantsuit ensemble for the occasion because she wears the pants now.
I am beyond overwhelmed. I can't believe that this is happening.
Charlize told the red carpet reporters it is really hard to remain humble when people keep throwing parties for you.
She did not.
No, she didn't. I paraphrased.
I always think a mistake. There's been a mistake. So I'm just going to try and sneak by, get inside before they tell me that there really was a mistake and I shouldn't be here.
This year's honorees also include Hollywood legend and activist Mia Farrow, TV genius Shonda Rhimes, actress Sarah Paulson from the American Horror Story saga, and Keira Knightley.
Oh, I love her.
And Yara Shahidi, the former child star from that series Blackish, who's all grown up now and studying at Harvard.
That's a lot of honoring.
Don't be jealous, they'll get to you next year.
Thanks.
In the magazine article, Charlize says she's using her star power and her clout as a producer to bring powerful women's stories to the screen. She just co-produced the harrowing drama A Private War, which is based on the true story of the legendary war correspondent Marie Colvin, who is portrayed by Rosamund Pike.
We have to keep this momentum going. I think that's the most important thing. I think we've had these kind of moments where we've had spurts of things happening and people talking about stuff, but it's never really sustained. And we're actually in this amazing moment where things are sustaining. And now it's up to us to really keep that going, because that, I think, will cement change.
And now, in some hashtag how did the world get this way news, I'm sure you've been worrying about what on earth has happened to Brad Pitt since the divorce.
I haven't actually.
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm sure you remember those breathless tabloid reports about how he dated that architecture professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Once again, not so much.
But it turns out the pretty professor had an actual boyfriend all along, and she joked in a recent New York Times interview about how she had fun with the paparazzi during that time, making sure to always be carrying some famous science textbook when they photographed her to try and make science sexy to the public.
This is a very weird story.
Not to worry, because not a story anymore. The tabloids are not letting facts get in their way, and they've moved right along, and now they're all about the shocking photos of Brad smiling at a girl at an art auction.
Why is that shocking?
Because otherwise people wouldn't click on the link. Turns out Brad was invited to an art auction organized by his friend Flea from the band The Red Hot Chili Peppers, and this lady, one Sathari Khalsa, that's her name, was also there because she is Mr. Flea's spiritual advisor.
And Brad smiled at her.
He did.
Shocking.
Right? Say the thing, let's get out of here.